Yo, what is up, everyone? Trevito here. Just wanted to talk about the possibility of Vegito coming back into Dragon Ball Super. Obviously, with the Patara earrings being legal now out of nowhere, it makes sense that somebody else could possibly get a Patara fusion, not only killing Caulifla. Obviously, they're going to get it and they're going to be very powerful. Now, I'm going to give reasons why they could, should, and would bring Vegito into this tournament, and then the flip side, why they couldn't, shouldn't, and wouldn't do it. So let's get into why, they could, should, and would. Well, number one, he's Vegito. Extremely popular. A lot of people love him. The intense tension and rivalry between, diehard Vegeta or Goku fans who constantly argue over who's better. A lot of them can, settle their differences and say, oh my God, there's Vegito, the ultimate character. Also, too, it would solve the whole Jiren problem. Vegito should be able to defeat Jiren pretty easily. The last two times, and the only two times that we saw him, was against, Buhan or whatever, Boo. And then also in the Future Trunks arc again, when he fought the merged Zamasu. So both times, it was pretty clear, they made it seem if they had enough time to defeat these guys, they would have done it. It was clear that they were more powerful, all right, both times. So there's no way. I mean, they would be so freaking... They're an OP... That's an OP character. They would definitely be more powerful than Jiren, and they should be able to end it quickly with him. Definitely more effective than a spirit bomb or something. All right. Also, the merchandise, we got to remember it's a business. They're definitely going to be able to sell a lot of more merchandise. I don't know, just be really cool hype just for them to have. And two, we could see Vegito with a new form. We never got to see Vegito like Super Saiyan 3. We never got to see a lot of cool things. Vegito Kaioken times 100. I don't know, whatever, we don't get to see too many of that. With the whole Ultra Instinct thing, I know a lot of people have brought up, could we see an Ultra Instinct Vegito? Well, it should be possible for them together to probably tap into that technique a lot easier, as it is the Master Warrior, and the Master Warrior should be able to pick up on these techniques a little easier. Kind of like how Goten and Trunks can't go Super Saiyan 3 at all right now, but combined they can tap into it and figure it out. And then, with them having the Ultra Instinct, with it being a technique that solely relies on just natural reflexes and without thinking, I'm assuming that if it's just all natural reflexes, it should put less stress on the body. So their stamina should last a little longer. So then we won't just see them for a few minutes. And with the Ultra Instinct, they can conserve some energy and we'll actually be able to see Vegito for a few episodes because of that. And also, I think the reaction to kind of give us a fair power scaling of where they would stand, because I know a lot of people always bring up, would he be able to face the one of the angels or something, or the Great Priest, for example? It would be interesting to see, if they did fuse during the tournament, we could see all the angels and gods of destruction say, wow, them fused is easily top 5 in all the universes. That'd be really cool to see. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers all the the ways that they could, should, and would do it. Now I think why they couldn't, shouldn't, and wouldn't, which, to be honest, I'm more on this side. I think they won't, because how I mentioned before, the reality is they don't get a lot of screen time. They're the favorite character for a lot of people when they're fused. But the reality is that it is very unlikely for us to see a Vegito, no matter what, for 5, 6, 10 episodes, doing something cool and awesome in the tournament. That's just extremely, extremely unlikely. So we would only see him for a brief period, and that's kind of why would they? I think that would get more people mad than anything if that happened again. If he only showed up for 1 or 2 episodes, because we got to remember, he never defeated any of the guys that he even was showing up against before. He got defused by Boo, and then or unfused, and then He also he wasn't even the one to beat Merge Zamasu. It was Trunks. So it's like so far he's kind of like 0-2, I guess you could say. So it really makes me wonder if he'd actually go up against Jiren and then make him 0-3 and not being able to finish the job for whatever reason. That would just kind of be annoying. Also, too, I think it's way too soon to bring him back. I mean, back-to-back arcs, that's kind of weird. It's like, are we going to do this every arc from now on now? Like, is it kind of just set in stone that they'll never be able to by themselves reach these levels of gods and angels, that they always need to fuse to defeat that final enemy every arc? I mean, it'd be too repetitive, and it hinders their growth too as characters and what they've been trying to do and trying to establish. And I think they've gone too far now, especially with giving Goku Ultra Instinct and Vegeta blowing up the time chamber a couple times to even do that. And then also, I feel like they're both extremely all about the one-on-one fighting right now. They're not trying to get into it with Jiren as a fuse. I think Vegeta especially keeps repeating over and over, I'm winning this by myself. I'm gonna win it. So if Vegeta if Vegeta really wanted to help, he would have sent energy for the Spirit Bomb before. So I can't see why he'd fuse. It would just have to be such a crazy last second thing. That and also too, like I said, with the development of how Vegeta's been and how Goku's been, because they each want to win really bad. It's a tournament, for crying out loud. I know, like, the fate of the world's on the line too, but it's like, I think it's just because of that word tournament, to see who's the strongest fighter out of all of them. They don't want to say, oh, us Fuse is the strongest fighter. Like, they do have their pride at the end of the day, and they would do something like that, especially Vegeta. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, I think it's very unlikely. I think it's just good to bring up a lot of talk about it, and it gets, like, the community kind of excited and like, oh, what if? But who knows? I mean, I'm not against it. If it happens, I'm going to love it. It's going to be cool. I like whatever direction they go, and I'm going to keep watching this series no matter what. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you liked anything I had to say, please subscribe, and I can't wait to talk to y'all about Dragon Ball next time.